Yo, it's Firstborn, another Dark Christ memoir. First, let me say, my wife forbid me to do these Dark Christ memoirs while driving in my car, but this is an exception situation because I got that vibe like I need to tell my story right quick. Anyhow, as we all know in the news, the situation with Henry Louis Gates, the African American Studies professor at Harvard, being arrested at his own home. So first, you have Henry Louis Gates, an academic Ivy League black scholar. Last night, you have Christopher Jamil Middleton, a self-taught prophetic black scholar, both within 2 days of each other. So let me tell you the story. Last night, 10:15. I happened to be watching Boondocks, which I rented with my wife, and we were watching the episode ironically called Nigger Moments. And around about 10:15, I think my wife hears the door knocking, real faint. I didn't hear it, I was watching the show. And then I hear a doorbell, so I get up. I don't see anybody outside when I look out my window. But I get up, I open the door. Who is it but Columbia, Richland County's finest, the police. And they come to the door, and they're like, sir, we're looking for, looking for your relative. I'm about to say my relative name. We'll not do that. I'm like, yo, he ain't been here for a year and a half. I don't know where he's at. But let's see your ID. Cool. Give you my ID so you can leave me alone. I show the ID. Sir, you mind if we come in and take a look? I was like, yes, I do. I got family here. My wife is here. It's late at night. Well, we have a warrant. I'm like, is it really necessary for you to come in my house? I got small children in here. Yes, it is necessary. Alright. Now that thing is raising in me. It's called that potential nigger spirit is trying to rise, but I'm holding it down. And I say, hold on. And I go to my family, because my wife's family is in the house. And I go in, I say, look, it may be that some people are about to come in and search the house. Now, once I go do this, that thing in me get amped up. I'm not going to lie to you. So I go back, and I'm keeping it centered, and I say, look, because this is what I didn't share with y'all. It's 4 cops out my door. SWAT status. I mean, when I look out the door, I ain't see no cops. I come back, I see 4 cops. And it's 3 white cats, and it's a black cat. And that scares me the most. I'm going to be real, because some people say, well, if it's a black man, you may have an advocate on your side in the case that there's some racial energy. And we are in South Carolina, so that's always an easy potential true fact of the matter. But no, when I see mostly white cops and 1 black cop, I'm more alert because of the fact that most time you see that 1 black cop, he's so eager to prove his darn self, it's a more volatile situation. And if that cracker spirit arises and it's able to co-opt the energy of the nigger spirit, then you got a major volatile situation on your hands. So anyways, I come back and I'm looking them all in the eyeball, and my wife sitting at the bedroom door looking around at the corner. I'm like, yo, straight up, what's going on? Because I said, look, you got 4 cats at my door flashing lights and look like y'all ready to do something. I said, did my relative mass murder some people? Because y'all look like y'all came in force. And they look, and then their demeanor changed, because now I'm assuming they realize how ridiculous it is for them to come to my door looking like a platoon looking for Charlie in Vietnam. You feel what I'm saying? So now they change their tune. They're like, look, guy, I'll tell you what, it's just for a bad check, a bounce check for $18.22. Yo, I'm like, y'all done rolled up for $18.22 like it's 9/11 or like we in Afghanistan? Yeah, so now they're like, oh, sir, you just pay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Give me the paper, whatever. I ain't paying it either. I'm going to tell you that right now because it ain't my bill. It's that person's responsibility. But I would have told them I would fly the Andromeda system to get them up out of there. But anyhow, it's the extremity of them about to bust my door down, which I didn't mention, and them trying to bust up in my house and invade. I had to close the door on these cats. But that's what time it is. Hey, yo, firstborn, give you a revelation right here, man, because as I sit and meditated on what that situation represented, I thought about something, man. There has to be something going on in the realm of spirit if you had an outrageous situation with an Ivy League academic scholar, which represents someone who has authority in the academic world and who is of African American descent, and then you have the cops approaching someone who is a self-taught prophetic scholar who has authority that is far-reaching in the spiritual realm. And it's just like I was saying Wednesday teaching the class. The whole power system of patriarchy and dominance and rigid reptilian-type left-brain constricted restraint thinking, power, and fear tactics has already fallen. But when a system falls in its last breath, which can last for years, there are always tremor effects, where the people who are a part of that system have to put forth every effort to attempt to get people to get back into a reactionary state. And so I see myself and Skip Gates as representing the head. Scholars are people who study. They represent the head of a movement, the head of a body of thought, the head of people. And so I see this as an attempt to attack the head of intellectual thought and authority and the head of spiritual thought and authority. But both of us ended up triumphant because we did not allow ourselves to revert to the nigger spirit. And this is what I want to say to everybody out there who is connected and not trying to allow themselves to be ruled by the matrix. Don't allow yourself, when confronted by institutions and forces, to revert to either the cracker or the nigger spirit, because that's not who you are. You are a human being. And if you speak with the authority that the divine gave you as a human being, you will overcome every influence and tactic of institutions and systems that seek to manipulate you. So this is just, your boy Firstborn, another Dark Christ memoir, putting that out there to y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace. Don't tell my wife I did this while driving. Peace.